Hello, this is Mark Sorrell with Plan Vision, providing an overview of the ETFs that I would typically use for the vast majority of my American expat clients. And I'm reviewing this information right off of the Vanguard.com personal investor website. So the ETFs that I would typically recommend are the VTI, the BND, and the VXUS. And these ETFs, if you go to choose your Vanguard ETFs, in fact, Vanguard recommends that you can get a great fully diversified portfolio with just these four ETFs. In fact, I don't even think it's necessary to include the BNDX, which is international bonds. So you can build a great portfolio with just these three. In fact, it's virtually identical to the portfolio that I have. And so I'll show you what makes up these ETFs. I'm on the ETF page right here. There's a total of 59 ETFs available through Vanguard. And if you scroll down, you'll see all of them listed right here. So I'm just going to point out the ones that are referenced in that prior section and that I typically recommend as well. And this is the first one right here, the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, very low cost of 0.04%. You can see other information here as well as far as the returns if you're interested in that. But if you click on the hyperlink, it'll take you to more information about the ETF and what it's comprised of. This ETF essentially represents the US stock market, 3,600 companies, predominantly large, mid, and even some small size companies as well. And these are the 10 largest holdings right there. So you get ownership, broadly speaking, in the US stock market with just this ETF. The second ETF I would recommend is the Total International Stock ETF. And this covers the rest of the world. It includes the rest of the developed markets and also emerging markets as well. This is the composition of the portfolio, about 21% emerging markets, Europe, Pacific, a little bit more in North America. You can see it's a full 6,300 stocks from around the world. And these are some of the largest holdings right there. So with these two ETFs, you basically own the world of stocks for the most part. The final ETF would be the Total Bond Market ETF. Very inexpensive at 0.05%. This ETF represents both government and corporate bonds from around the US at 8,600 holdings, and the average maturity is around 8 years. So it would be considered to be a midterm portfolio. As far as the actual asset allocation, I'll work that out with you as I consult with you. Your mix will depend upon your age and your willingness for risk or volatility in your portfolio. But those are the core ETFs that I use for my clients as I help them structure their portfolios.